Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. It is Saturday morning, day 2 of the Houston Arcade Expo. Now before the show opens, I'm going to give you guys a look at the massive arcade that is just huge. Tons of arcades and tons of pinball machines. Stern is showing off their new Elvira's House of Horror machine, as you can see by this massive mural. So let's take a look around. They've got several of the Elvira machines up. Everything here is on free play. So let's go around and take a look at the awesomeness that is the Houston Arcade Expo arcade. Got Jurassic Park pinball set up. This is just a huge room with a massive variety of games. And yesterday, Friday, was a lot of fun. I did have a chance to play some games, took a couple of breaks from my booth. New Houdini machine, which is fun, played that. With the new Mandalorian series on Netflix, I'm sure, as if interest in Star Wars ever goes away, but renewed interest in Star Wars, if there's such a thing. Asteroids, one of my favorite games when I was in junior high school. Ooh, Frenzy, love that port on the ColecoVision, phenomenal. And of course, no arcade is complete without Miss Pac-Man. Sunset Riders, which I played a lot on the Genesis and Super Nintendo. And Asteroids Deluxe. They came out with that game after Asteroids because so many people had mastered Asteroids and could play it for so long that they came out with a harder version, an upgraded version with some new features that made it harder. So let's take a look around. It's a massive room. So we've got Bubbles. I remember playing that on the PlayStation on one of those Williams collections. Frogger, my brother's favorite game when we were growing up. Star Wars, John Lester's, famous YouTuber John Lester's favorite game. Little Burger Time, hardcore climbing game. On and on. Ooh, Pingo, I love that. I played the heck out of that on the Atari 5200. Moon Patrol, a real early game where you could actually continue by putting in more quarters. Blasteroids, cool Asteroid sequel. Let's keep going here. There's just so many cool games. Xevious, a very early vertical scrolling shooter. Got a nice mix of rarities and common games as well. Buck Rogers, played a lot of that port on the ColecoVision. Millipede, excellent sequel to Centipede. Any Michael Jackson fans here? Check out this game. Dig Dug, one of my all-time favorites. I like Mr. Do even better, but Dig Dug is awesome. All right, let's turn the corner here. Keep checking it out. Nice row of pinballs here. The Who's Tommy. The Who is one of my top 10, maybe top 5 all-time favorite bands. Another row of pinballs over here. Including some older stuff. Ooh, Sonic Mars Trek, that looks neat. I love the old school sci-fi stuff. All right, so let's go on around. Another row of arcades over here. Xenophobe, nice 3-player action here. I used to play the NES version, which only offered 2-player support, I believe, if memory serves. Junior Pac-Man, very hardcore, harder than Pac-Man for sure. Mappy, love that game. And let's keep going around to more rows of pinballs. Ooh, I remember Terminator 2 Judgment Day machine has the, instead of a thing you pull, it's got a gun to put your ball into play. Charlie's Angels, there's a machine you don't see very often. Very cool. Space Invaders, I remember playing that at Malibu Grand Prix back in the day. So many pinballs, so many arcades. Houston Arcade Expo is just freaking awesome. So many games set on free play. Starship Troopers. Wonder if they have the nude shower scene in this game. I kind of doubt it. All right, let's keep going. Check out another row of pinballs. The machines, as you can tell, are cranked up. All right, now we've got a nice row of arcades over here. Let's check it out. Super Cobra, love that game. Great side scroller. The Mighty Joust. And a nice little row of Nintendo machines here, including the underrated Donkey Kong 3. Love me some Popeye. Ooh, versus games. Most people discovered these games on the NES, but they were in the arcades as well. Versus Goonies and Mario Brothers. Maybe my favorite two-player simultaneous game of all time.
I don't want to know what's in there. Here's a bunch of scary shit.
Bomb Jack. Remember playing Bomb Jack on the NES? Mighty Bomb Jack, something like that. All right, of course, Pac-Man. Ooh, Star Trek. That's a really nice looking cabinet. And Centipede, my wife's all-time favorite game. Too bad she couldn't make it with me to this show. Bagman, I remember playing that at Showbiz Pizza back in the day. I was never very good at it. And Eyes, I was super excited to play this game at the show because it's a rare maze shooter that I'd never played before or even seen in person before. So that was a lot of fun. Wizard of War, another great two-player simultaneous game. That might be my second favorite two-player simultaneous after Mario Brothers. Breakout, the first game that made me think maybe I like video games even more than pinball machines. So much greatness here. Road Blasters. Now there's a great game to have on free play because it is a major quarter muncher. It's a tough, tough game. Ooh, here's a rarity over here. Let's check it out, guys. Joust 2, Survival of the Fittest. Original Joust, a very common game. Joust 2 was kind of a quirky, oddball game. Very rare also. Ooh, there's one of my favorites, Bump and Jump. I played a lot of that on the Intellivision, ColecoVision, and NES. Super Contra, that's cool. And Contra. Most people discovered Contra on the NES, but was in the arcades. The Mighty Zaxxon. Tempest, love it. Love the rotary control on Tempest. Sinistar. Great voice effects on that game. And of course, Galaga. Everybody's got to have Galaga. It is a great game. Ooh, check it out, guys. Tutankhamun. Now, I played the heck out of the port on the ColecoVision. Absolutely loved that game on Coleco. Played it tons and tons and tons. Hey, another row of pinballs over here. So many machines. What did you guys think of the Game of Thrones finale?
Find him and kill him. All of you, go!
Yes, they even made a pinball based on The Shadow. So many pinballs. Super Mario Brothers. I love it when they make pinball machines based on arcade games. Or on video games. So cool. Can you see any nipples on this Batman Forever game? I don't see any. Or maybe that was Batman and Robin that had the nipples. So much greatness. It just goes on and on and on. Let's check out some more pinballs. A couple of early ones over here. Tales from the Crypt, which is obviously where I got the name of the title of my ongoing weekly show, Tales from a Retro Gamer. Simpsons Pinball. The Simpsons are in the spotlight again since all the episodes are on Disney Plus. The Bride of Pinbot, sequel to Pinbot, very cool. And there's Pinbot. All right, guys, we have seen the vast majority of the Houston Arcade Expo arcade, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We will talk to you guys later. Peace out.